What is up, Counter-Strikers? Welcome back to the Pot of Gold, brought to you by Golden League. I am Rapture here with Twister, bringing you another Group 1 matchup, this time in our last match of the night, that is, between SYG and Meme City Esports. Twister, how you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm good. I'm ready to get into this one. This is going to be like the last match of the night, first game casting tonight, so I'm excited to get into some games.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how these teams play out. Season's getting to an end for group stage, and these teams are both looking really clean. I think it's going to be a really close match.
Yeah, absolutely. SYG sitting at 4th place currently in Group 1, and Meme City right behind them. Yeah, this is definitely, it could be a make or break matchup between these two teams. SYG looking to kind of get into a 3rd place position if they win this one. Meme City trying to keep their heads above water. Kind of looking at these two, the spreads, how their stats are looking, and I'm not sure if you've seen these teams beforehand, but are you looking at any particular advantage for either of these two teams?
No, I think it's going to be a really close game. I haven't gotten the chance to see either of these teams live, but
Okay.
I'm interested to see how it goes.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll be getting to that match pretty soon. Thank you all for tuning in so far. This will be SYG versus Meme City Esports. And Twister, I believe we also have 2 sponsors helping us out here with the Pot of Gold tournament. What are those sponsors?
Yeah, so I would like to thank RTS Partners and Cygnus Esports for sponsoring this event and their continued support for the development of this tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. Both of those companies doing great work in esports. I believe RTS is doing some placement, be able to get some help there. And otherwise, it's great because we have $1,000 on the line for these teams, 28 teams participating in the competition. So a lot at stake and a lot for these teams to work towards, especially in Group 1, where they have External Gaming dominating with a 6-0 record so far. So SYG trying to get closer towards that top 3 position here. And I believe a win for them will put them into 3rd place. So we'll have, once that's finished up for them, if they can do that, they'll be looking great. As you said, the group stage is wrapping up pretty soon. Meme City, they're pretty much the only other team other than SYG that might have any kind of a chance to really get into the group, into the bracket stage of this tournament. So for them, it's very much a make or break event. Whereas SYG, even if they lose this, they might still be in the running.
Yeah, I was just looking at it. This is actually the last match of Group 1, and Meme City manages to win against SYG. It's a 3-way tie for 3rd place, and it'll come down to round differential for who gets into the bracket stage. So this is a really important match for both teams. I'm excited to see how it goes.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't actually realize how close the group stage was being over, but yeah, so the stakes are even that much higher. So right now we're just waiting to get into this matchup. Again, thank you all for tuning in and sticking with us. This will be our last match of the night. It is a best of 1. Like Twister just said, this is going to be very, very decisive for both of these teams going into the bracket stage. What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Apologies for the delay. We're just now getting into our last match of the night between Meme City Esports and SYG. I'm still Rapture, still here with Twister, and we're getting started here on Inferno.
Yeah, and it's looking like we're getting into the knife round. One of the players seems to be AFK though, so that might end up being an issue. See what happens
It's
there.
the biggest bait of
Could
all
be.
time.
Not too much here.
Yep.
SYG may have practiced their knife rounds. They seem to have a pretty steady plan going into it. Meme City, on the other hand, defending spawns their lives.
I think they're kind of just already scattered and running around like chickens with their heads cut off, and now their actual heads are cut off. See, I told you. Last guy was a bait.
Yeah.
Coming in late. So, all right. So SYG, they're gonna win that knife round.
Gives them the choice of which side to take. They're gonna stay, which is really, really strong choice. I think the CT side of Inferno really helps to set the pace of the game.
So expectations for T side. So Meme City, I don't know how much we can obviously take from, you know, the knife coordination, but in terms of just expectations from T side for Meme City, what are you going to be looking for here?
I'm hoping that they set up in a lot of wide defaults, look for picks early and exploit that later on. There is a terrorist timeout right now though, so there may be some technical issues going on with one of the players on the T side. Maybe it wasn't a bait round.
Yeah, unfortunately. Might not have been the best bait of all time. I'm dealing with some tech issues, so I guess we'll find out. Already burning one of those timeouts. And of course, again, reiterating the stakes here for this matchup. This is the last match both of these teams will be playing. SYG, they win this, they'll be in third. Meme City, they win this, they'll be tied, and it'll come down to round. So it'll be tied with SYG. So a very, very important win here for Meme City. A very, very important win here for SYG. And still waiting for these teams to get into this, but it looks like we're finally going to kick things off here on round one.
Right. Unfortunately, one of the players may still be AFK. No, he's back. Wonderful. It looks like the T side has a smoke and a molly, and they're all heading up towards A except for one player on the T ramp. That's that molly used early. I'm not sure if I approve of that, but see how it works.
Yeah, and Meme City very, very hesitant to push out here. Nice 2-2 split for SYG. Holding down mid. Going to be Killer, who's now just waiting, has a bit of utility here. Going to throw out the smoke. And now Meme City just going to, again,
They're already pushed
out.
to Paul's.
Yeah, might start going towards Banana. We also have a push towards apartments as well.
Early skirmish, but the bomb... They pulled a B rotate, but the bomb's going back towards B. Still 3 players in apps. This is looking a bit like a fake towards A.
Big T waiting
This is where it matters, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, he gets that early pick. And traded out immediately.
Almost got
Tessie,
2 for his troubles.
Yeah, Tessie picks up the smoke, so they still have some util. 4 armor. Killer gets a second pick mid. Looking a bit tough.
Yeah, now 4v3 situation.
Oh, that's
4v2. Falcon for another one. Might be able to finish off for a third. Has to fall back behind the wall for cover.
And the bomb's down.
Yeah, bomb's down mid, right at the base of Banana. Maybe Beast Nugget gets one, but Falcon will clean things up, and SYG picks up the first round.
Yeah, that was a really clean round from Flozy. He hit that really nice flick mid and just consistently hitting good shots. Negev, second round.
Ooh, and speaking of which, Flozy calling for a pause there potentially, though. I think they're gonna play it out regardless. We'll see what Meme City goes with the bomb here.
Meme City only getting a few pistols, but that nade damage was massive. Already almost 200 damage coming out from nades.
Yeah, it looks like a majority SYG might be late to the party. A full team rush here for Meme City, but Big G just absolutely going to City Town.
And Killer steals the ace.
On the board as well. What an absolute shred for SYG, and Meme City just walk into the slaughterhouse. They're now down 2 rounds.
Yeah, that was a really wonderful play from Big T with that nade and then the Negev to finish it off. But if you look at the buys, the T side has a much stronger buy currently. Util's favoring CTs a little bit, especially after Big T buys some smokes or something. But it's 5 AKs on the T side, and that's going to be way stronger than the SMGs and the Negev on CT. So it's looking like this third round could be very, very influential.
Yeah, this is definitely a swing round right here. They're going for the 5 AK rifle fish, but I think SYG has to be expecting this, and I think that's why they're going for like a somewhat light buy. They have just 1 rifle with the Galil. They have the FAMAS. Otherwise, somewhat lighter middle tier power here, but I certainly think that they're expecting to make up for it in just individual skill and firepower and not need the rifles. And once they get the momentum really going in their favor, they can just certainly keep Meme City in the dirt and, you know, pack that dirt right over them.
Yeah. Yeah, and if the CTs win here, the big advantage of not buying up this round is they'll be able to buy next round and hopefully kill the eco of the T side. So I'm liking the way that the CTs are playing this. Timeout just ended, so looks like we're gonna be getting back into the game.
Yeah, even at this early point in the game, this is kind of like the boulder teetering on the edge of the cliff here, where SYG gets this 1 win, they could start really running away for it on this first half. So Meme City, if we ever do get back into this game, Meme City really does need to make the most out of these 5 AKs. Just probably the quickest, or not quickest, the earliest of 5 AK build is really even possible to go for here, and they're gonna not waste any time. So. Yeah, this is very much a swing round for them.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, this is the last match of Group 1, last match of the night, sponsored by RTS Partners, Cygnus Esports. This is the Golden League's Pot of Gold tournament.
Yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Again, if you don't already know the stakes of this match that's perpetually held here in timeout, SYG currently in 4th place on the group. They're 3-2. If they win this, that'll push them past Lethal Royalty and put them into a 3rd place position going into the bracket round, which will certainly be a better place to be. I actually don't know off the top of my head what the cutoff is for each group. Is it top 3?
It's top 3.
Okay, yeah, so perfect, yeah. SYG wins this, that'll put them, I believe, right into the top 3. And if Meme City wins this, they'll have an opportunity to maybe have some potential to go for a tiebreaker situation. But SYG, it's really their game to lose here. Meme City needs to take it and
nice shot
run
from
with it.
T-sides already have 2 picks going early into the round. CT's got a bit aggro mid and a bit aggro in alt mid. So left in an early 3v5 and very low utility. But Big T picks another one back.
Yeah, certainly a nice pick there, Naki. So even the odds a little bit. 4v3 situation from Meme City. Got 2 push going down towards Banana. And that's going to be Big T ready and waiting. right on site for that push, and it looks like actually might be hesitating. EBR might be pushing back. Beast Nugget, no, instead going to use that Ute. And now it's just Meme City looking to see what the reaction is on B side before possibly going for the full push with the bomb on A.
Yeah, they are trying to rotate, which is useful, but Big T gets another 2 picks on B.
You would think that from the they would learn not to just step right into the kill box, but Meme City unfortunately haven't learned that lesson just yet, so now it's just Houston hanging on by themselves, gets the 1 pick with the AK on Axel. They know that bomb's right there, might be able to pick it up, but really they're looking for the kill to try and finish off that round with blood. Gotta get away from mid now, and now going to be running towards possibly a plant on B, but already running to meet them there is Big T.
Yeah, and Big T already had 7 negative kills with that $1,700 gun. He more than made up for the cost of it.
Oh, absolutely. And I think even made up for the cost of the bullets that he fired as well. There's the plant. I mean, that has to be an immediate kill. There it is. So, a nice
That's something at least.
Retake. Yeah,
yeah.
There we
T's
go.
get the bomb plant out of it. Gonna put them in a decent economic position going into this next round. They could force up if they wanted to. I'm hoping that they save and try to get a really good strong buy out into the next round.
Yeah, I mean, there's really no pressure on SYG to do much here, and then Meme City, of course, they kind of have to go for pistols at this point. They have no other choice. See, Flozy, already a player we've mentioned previously in the game, that's going to be their player on the off. The rest of the team all rifling out. Big T now moving over to the AK and see how much damage they do as they move over towards Banana.
Big T almost missed the smoke. A lot of damage coming in early. Tessie down to just 4 HP.
Yeah, and we'll see if this makes Meme City kind of think twice here. Beast Nugget with the bomb still sitting at the base of Banana at T ramp. Meanwhile, over at apartments, Houston and EBR slowly but surely making their way through. They might want to go back towards mid, but Houston's not going to be joining EBR. He gets picked off. Mr. Snapshot has now his number and gets the second kill as well. Meanwhile, Axel picks up on the other side of the map with Banana. And the remainder of Meme City is just Beast Nugget with the bomb and nothing else, trying to stay on with what little they have left, and that's nothing now. SYG in dominating form, up 4-0 so far.
Yeah, and that was really, really heartbreaking in apps. 2 players from the T side crossed. They thought they cleared the angle, and then Snapshot peeks out, and he ends up killing both of them. Looks like that was a pistol round, but it looks like the T's are having a struggle getting into this game.
Yeah, and that swing round we were talking about earlier, I mean, pays off very well for SYG. They still have a ton of money in their coffers here, whereas it doesn't work out for Meme City. They're going to be behind a ton. They'll have no firepower, no eco. It'll be very hard to fight off against the rifles and the op of Flozy and the rest of his crew here as SYG waiting for this Meme City team to push towards A site, though they've been favoring B. Let's see if this A site push works out for them.
Yeah, CT's already have 4 players set up here. One player in the cubby.
Yeah.
Looks like he's going to be playing the bait angle. So if the T side decides to push up through mid, they might run into an unfortunate surprise.
Possible rotation coming from Meme City. Beast Nugget going to scout it out first. But that's really not going to get SYG moving whatsoever, and there's no reason for them to. I think they know that Meme City's committed to this A-side push, and there it comes as the utility. The smoke comes out, and Flozy's ready and waiting, gets the kill. But EBR puts him on their back, gets another one, and Beast Nugget as well to find Big T. Now a 3-2 situation. It's Meme City's one lead they've had for a little while, but they really got a guy on the board, and Beast Nugget is just firing into the... They really can't see him. Finally, Killer gets put down, and now just EBR... I'm sorry, now it's just Axel who has to go for the retake if it's even possible at all.
Yeah, and he's one of the only CT players with low money. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up trying to save a gun here, but it looks like he was already pushing up lane.
There's one.
It's an early pick.
There's
It's a
two.
second. Both such low HP, and Beast Nugget manages to close it out.
All right, so Meme City's, their gamble pays off, so they're looking a little more like Las Vegas now, but it's just a small bet that you gotta do a little more rolling to make things go green for them. So rifle buys, we've seen this previously, almost 5, but they're instead gonna put Noki on the op, and SYG, they've got Big T back on the negative. If anything, I think that's scarier than the previous round buys.
Yeah, and Killer also joined him on the negative, and he's holding the arch position down. Oh, early pick from Flozy. That was a really nice shot.
Yeah, that's gotta hurt, losing the op very early. Meme City now only the AKs to work with. Gonna be favoring A site once again.
Snapshot wins the fight in apps. he expect the second? He does.
Snapshot, the king of apps so far in this game. And so far, no one's been able to dethrone him. Now, let's see. Testy going up there. Mr. Snapshot ready and waiting, though doesn't have the sight line.
It's another nice shot.
Yeah, Flowsy getting on the board. 5v1 situation.
Flowsy, remember, had that 4K in the pistol round. He's been pretty consistent since then, but he hasn't had all the opportunity to show up. Big T and other players have been stealing a lot of the spotlight. I think he's a player to keep our eye on.
Oh, absolutely. He's definitely kind of faded back behind the curtains a little bit here, but that's definitely a support role that SYG is certainly not complaining about right now as they hold into this 5-1 lead. They've decimated the economy of Meme City. So SYG really should be feeling pretty good about how this game is going so far and should likely carry on this big lead going into halftime.
Eastside just rushing that mid here. Smoke, they're going to cancel. Snapshot pushes out. 1, 2 before he gets traded out.
See what happens when the monster leaves their cave. Snapshot picks up 2. Axel also getting on the board for 2, but still possible. The Deagle going off here for Beast Nugget. And now a 2v1 situation, but Big T still with the negative, and yeah, there's almost no competition there. The firepower completely outmatched. So 6v1 situation now for SYG. Gonna do probably another dominating buy here. 2 ops now for SYG, and Meme City looking for a way to claw their way back into this first half.
While I appreciate the confidence from SYG pushing up towards Banana and out of apps, if you look at their money, there's only 2 players who really have significant amounts. I don't know if pushing there is a strong choice for the long run.
Yeah, it's definitely a confident play. They're like, you know, like, oh, we're better this team, we're outplaying. They might not even be thinking that much. And in terms of how you're looking at it, well, I definitely agree that it's more of a risk than they probably need to be taking right now. But again, it's paying off. SYG up 4-3. They still have both negatives and ops on the board here. And it's still a pretty sizable amount of utility as well. I think more than Meme City has to work with. So they can even afford to go for a retake too.
EBR gets the pick in CT and he can cut off the rotates. Doesn't hear the player arches, but still gets the pick. And he's cut off the rotates.
Again, I feel like I've seen this episode before. They go in, but this time the ending's different. Noki picks up the kill on BT. And we'll get the plant down. Now it's just going to be Killer remaining here for the CT side as they slowly but surely inch their way up Banana.
I don't know if Killer's made a step yet, but Noki's already watching for him.
Reveals his head.
Takes a hit.
Yep. Right down to 12 HP. Finished off immediately after by EBR. So Meme City back on the board. Just when SYG seems to kind of, you know, not overcompensate, but kind of overbet, over-risk it, that's when Meme City's been able to just somehow finagle a little bit more life to stay in this game.
That brings it to 6-2. That's a 4-round gap, but that's not much in the context of the game.
No, absolutely not. And considering how SYG is, you know, not just looking at the scoreline, but how in play-wise they've been pretty much dominating this game for them to be only up 4 rounds.
Oh, that's a nice shot from Killer.
Yeah. Now, SYG now looking like they want to be up more. Already 5-3 in this advantage. They're looking for the boost there. Beast Nugget picks up Big T, though. Again, a little more aggro than we've seen in previous rounds. And when SYG starts to push out a little bit more from their positions, that's when Meme City is able to take advantage.
Yeah, it's a 3v4. All 3 T players are spread out a bit. Beast Nugget's going to walk right into Float's crosshair. Almost gets picked off after it, but it's looking stretched.
Yeah, still took a lot from that, though. Now sitting back on 46, so Rosie can't do too much peeking after that. And they're throwing down some fire. That's going to fall back from that one. Meanwhile, Houston on the other side of mid. As they're looking to push towards A, but they have 3 shots ready and waiting, and Flowsy looks for the shot, can't get it, takes the second one and finds Mater, and Houston goes down, looking for the second one.
It's his 3rd and 4th of the round. That was really impressive.
Yeah.
He's hitting every op shot that he can manage.
Yeah, I think it's almost that he heard you earlier, and he's like, oh, I'm falling back into off the spotlight. All right, I got you. 5 quick kills, no big deal. So now a 5-round lead here for SYG, a 7-2 scoreline as we move on to round 10. Very solid half here for SYG.
Closed it out his 2nd 4K of the game.
Yeah, definitely not nothing to balk at there. Jose going to be moving towards mid again. And for the first time in a little while, Meme City pushing for B side, but again, they should know what happens. Big T and Axel are ready to grind them down into meat. And just like that, before we're really even able to react, just like that, SYG picks up that 10th round.
Yeah, Meme City got the pick onto Axel as they were pushing up. No one checked Sandbag, so Big T was able to just peek out and kill all three.
Yeah.
I like this buy from the T side. Full utility on every player. They've got an SG, 3 AKs. Looking like a decent buy. Same for the CT side. It's one of the more balanced rounds of the match so far. We'll see how it ends up.
And as you pointed out earlier, SYG, you know, they did have a few players that were kind of low on money. They brought that money back. Really, only Big T's the only one lacking in terms of dough. So if they do lose this round, they can continue to buy themselves back in probably for the next couple of rounds. So Meme City really needs to get the momentum swinging. They can't afford to just win these one individual rounds one after another, or lose these bodies as Flozy and Axel get on the board. Flozy still holding on apps, but it's me Axel who's going to be doing the most damage here until Flozy gets picked off by Beast Nugget. Axel going to start pushing in towards Bomb and might find that last target. It'll be Axel looking to get that kill before that last push by Killer gets the kill. SYG less a minute to go, and this should be done. Tessie goes down. Now just Beast Nugget remaining. Might try to save. I don't think they'll be able to get away in time as Killer has the scent of blood on them. Or in their nostrils, at least. This is it. Yeah, there we go. Big T picks it up. 9-2 for SYG.
SYG's really running away with this game so far.
Yeah.
All the players are really showing up. I haven't seen a lot from Killer, but I think that's just because they haven't been getting close to him.
Yeah, that's true. I think by the time they even get into any of these fights, Flozy's picked someone off. You know, Big T's killed 3 people with the negative. It's already over by the time they've entered it, so they almost don't even need the entire squad here from Meme City. And speaking of the entire squad, they're all ready.
Oh, he gets that no scope too.
Wow. Yeah.
That was disgusting.
Pearson moving towards underpass here, trying to transition over. Meanwhile, Meme City trying to salvage what's left of this banana push. It's not going to be much, but Noki does get the pick on the kill there. Now it's going to be Big T who's holding the sight line. Gets 2. And another 2 rounds. That's 2 kills for 4. And SYG in full control of this round. Pearson now has the bomb again. Now pinched on both sides. But can make it happen. There it is. There's 1. And now all of a sudden that 3-1 advantage has been erased and rubbed down to 1-on-1. Here comes the rotation from Gooston trying to run over to A. And of course the marathon on the other side. Flowsy trying to catch him. It will be Gooston getting there first. Should be able to get the bomb plant off. Flowsy going to have to slow things down to get the right sight line as they go for the retake. Now here's the bomb plant down. Flowsy moving out. Right towards the right side of bomb site A, while Arch is being held by Gauss, and they're just playing musical chair, you know, ring around the rosy here, a little bit of musical chairs around the site. Can't find either of them. Well, Sue gets the sight line first.
There's a strong chance that Houston just catches Flozy completely by surprise here. Ooh, and he does.
Yeah. Flozy just trying to stir the pot a little bit, but unfortunately not looking in the right direction when he did.
Yeah, Houston just won that 1v3. That was really impressive. It almost looked like he was out of it. Surrounded on all sides. Managed to pick it off.
Yeah, that molly was really clutch at the end there. Gave it a little bit of separation from Tess. And that allowed him to get pretty much separate into 3 individual 1v1s there with the help of that. Otherwise, it really probably would have been a 2v1 to start the situation out. And now a big run from Meme City up B.
Bit of team damage coming in from Big T onto Axel. But there's a lot of nade damage from Meme City. Meme City gonna retake mid control. Maybe look towards taking alt mid or apps. Bomb's going towards mid right now.
Oof, Nogi just took a ton of damage from that frag, and now pushed out by the utility. Great play there. Killer fishing him out. Gets that first frag.
EBR managed to trade one back onto Flozy. One of those really outstanding players from SYG so far.
Ooh, another one. Killer now getting on the board. Heard you say his name earlier as well, and now it's like, all right, now it's my time to shine. That nice back end of the game, back end of the half, that is, play. Now Goosen moving up towards apartments, moving through apartments. Going to lead the charge here. But Tess put down by Mr. Snapshot, who's relinquished his throne for another bit of real estate. Gets put down by Goosen's AK. And now Killer forced to hold on the site itself. Getting held on both sides. EBR puts him down.
This round goes into a 2v2.
Yeah. Now the retake going to be coming from mid and apartments. Ooh, Big T getting a little overzealous there, peeking out very much with a jump as well. And now put down to 9 HP. Going to have to take things very slow as they limp their way towards A site. Ooh. No,
Houston managed to pick up the first one. It almost looked like the two CT players were going to double peek his angle, but he managed to outplay one. Axe left down to just 1 HP, and he goes down.
All right, Meme City getting on the board again. That's the first time they put 2 rounds together in a row we've seen in this game. So if any kind of life has been seen, that's it right there. Only a couple more rounds to go here in the first half, and Meme City just trying to, at the very least, close the gap as they go into halftime.
Yeah, I was really impressed by that round again because that was a 3v4 at least for Meme City, and they managed to eke out that win. They're going really aggressive towards Banana again here.
Yeah,
CT side, CT side's only on pistols, but Big T managed to get an early pick. T side should know now that the CT sides are on a low buy. Might be more aggro or more passive. We'll see what happens. See how they attack that.
Oh, Axel peeks a bit too much there. Beast Nugget's gonna make him pay. Now Cat's gonna move up a little bit. Looks towards sandbags. Doesn't find much. Beast Nugget. Now Beast Nugget gonna. Yep. Here's the call that Negative. On the other side of things, Houston gets rid of Snapshot as they're going for the pinch on the other side through mid, and now Flozy gonna find a 4-man push right up the middle, falls back, starts to sound the alerts here, and the rest of SYG gonna rotate towards A.
I think that was really unfortunate for Snapshot. I think there must have been a bit of miscommunication. The CTs thought that the T side was more pushed up than they were.
Oh, Big
Snapshot
T.
didn't even try to hide. Didn't have his gun out. He was stomping all the way up T-spawn.
Oof.
Big T managed to get one back, and he picks up an AK. This is still a winnable round.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see if Big T can give Meme City a taste of their own medicine here. But at the same time, you know, SYG pretty low on money here. I think might just want to hold for the buy. Having the AK is certainly valuable going into this last round of before halftime. And considering Big T is one of the few that does have a good, you know, relatively more money than the rest of the team, definitely worth the save. So, yep. Big T going to fall back, give Meme City the round. Not going to go for the hero status. And see how things pay off. Looking for that 10-5 scoreline as we move into the last round of the first half. Currently 9-5.
Yeah, this was really bleak. At one point, this was a 9-2 match. If Meme City manages to get this 6th round here on the board, it's looking pretty even for this Inferno game.
Oh, you're absolutely right. And I think this does harken back to what you were saying earlier. It's when SYG, they have pretty solid control of the economy of the game and the flow of the game. They start to, you know, overbuy. They still overcompensate. They, you know, kind of overextend when they don't need to. Meme City putting them back on their, you know, on their heels when SYG is not expecting it. And Meme City really has closed the gap here. This is looking good, but so far I haven't figured out a way against this CT defense so far. We'll see where the push comes from, but things are pretty evenly split across the board for both teams.
Yeah, I would like to see the T side play this round a bit slow. The CT side, they're really low on eco. There's no op. Snapshot uses one of the last smokes. Big T has the only other one, and he's all the way on B. If the T side goes for an A execute here, there's not a lot to hold them back.
But still, 3 members of the side of Meme City holding on B site or towards Banana, looking to see if they can poke at Prado, whoever's waiting here on SYG. There goes Axel, throws on the flash. Not going to do much there. Beast Nugget has the bomb on apartments, going to trade that over. And yeah, looks like Meme City might be changing things up, changing gears to push this towards B.
Houston's going to line up a smoke here. Looks like they have a few smokes going on towards A. It might be an A fake going towards B, or it could be a B split.
Oh, I think they're faking it. There goes the bomb moving up towards Banana. So there's the 2-man fake going up A. Pays off so far. Gets one. Keeps shredding another one with the help of Beast Nugget, and now a 5v3 situation. CT side all committed towards A. Axel upstairs can't find pay dirt. Big T though helps him out, gets 2. 6 seconds left on the clock though. T's have to play immediately here.
There's no bomb plant.
There's no bomb plant coming out, and SYG picks up the round, so they'll take it. The 10-5 scoreline going into the halftime.
That was really unfortunate. It looks like the T side had that round, but sometimes it just doesn't work out.
Yeah, that's coming from Overwatch. That's a C9 right there. Yeah, had the win. You didn't plan. You just stay on the point. But going back into the second half here. Thank you all for tuning in with us so far. This is our last match of the night. Again, this is in Group 1. This is between SYG and Meme City Esports. Both of these teams currently 4 and 5 respectively in the group. Very decisive win for either of these two teams would mean that SYG will be moving into a 3rd place position, knocking Lethal Royality out of the bracket running, while Meme City putting themselves in a potential tiebreaker situation. So SYG certainly doesn't want to lose this. Neither does Meme City.
The CT side, they're stacking towards the A side here, but they got, it looks like T side, they get the free bomb. All 3 players coming from the CT, and Flozy just lines them up, knocks them down.
Yeah, target practice for Flozy, getting ready and warmed up for this next half, which might not last very long. SYG has that win in their sights, and very, very close in the horizon here. This Meme City now. Let's see what they can do on this additional pistol round here. We got Axel. I love it. Oh, the shotty. And trying to make some big CQC moves.
Flozy got a 4K with the pistols on both pistol rounds. I'm almost wondering if he should just stick to them. Though his option an unfortunate team kill going to come out from Tess, but doesn't look like it's going to make any difference. DTs just get completely demolished.
That was a pretty big tenderizer there, and the rest of that T side just came in to finish things up. Everyone was pretty low health. So now here come the buys. Mr. Snapshot completely falling out here on utility. Axel as well. Gonna be going for a pretty solid buy here. But again, this is what we saw last time. SYG, they're still not putting their feet completely pedal to the metal. Gonna go with a slightly conservative buy here before they go for full rifles and really just put the final nail in the coffin here on Meme City.
Ooh. And that gets the early pick. And T-side may have fought for a lot of map control, and they get 2 picks out of it. I was gonna say they might have cost a bit too much for the control that they got.
Oh, Flozy fell into the trap, but somehow able to survive it. Gets the kill in Houston.
2 shotgun kills this round on full buys.
Yeah, that's certainly paying out in dividends. Now Axel gonna take the 1v1. Unfortunately, that's way too far for the shotty range. Thankfully, though, Snapshot comes in clutch for that final kill. And now a few rounds remain for SYG to take this one. They're 13-5 in this scoreline. Meme City, still, they've lost 3 rounds in a row here, have not put themselves down on the board in this half so far. And you can certainly see that from their economy. You can certainly see that from their buys.
Yeah, Flozy saved that XM going into the next round, but his team decided not to pick it up, left it in spawn. Interesting note. CT are stacking towards B here again on this eco. Are they going to get more damage done than they did last round? They already have 1, 2, and a lot of nade damage. After all of that control, I'm surprised the T side isn't immediately rotating towards A. They're still trying to fight for this banana control a little bit. As I say that, though, they are going to head up mid. They're being very cautious. I appreciate the caution here.
Yeah, and only Tess is going to go and scout this out, looking for the rotation. Didn't
almost
get the
gets caught
sight line.
out.
Yeah, but gets a ton of shots in the shoulder. But then for some reason, Mr. Snapshot wasn't looking for Tess. Then gets the turn on, still gets the kill. Meanwhile, Big T going down as I said, yeah, the CT side finally getting the wind of this eventually as they push through Banana and now going to go for the retake. It's a 3v2 situation.
3v2 retake definitely possible, but the utility from the CT side is very limited.
Yep, we have Snapshot first looking at library. Here's something in the periph, gets 2 coming through mid, and just like that, SYG, in a blink of an eye, steals that round away. And now Meme City, this is looking very dire. It looked like Meme City could start bringing this back, but I mean, this half they have not shown up whatsoever. Really, SYG have not given them any room to breathe.
Yeah, but you got to remember that last round was an eco. They had
Very true.
a bit of team damage. Killer team kills his teammate for the op. That's a bit BM going into this round.
Yeah, and well, this is kind of what we've seen previously, where SYG get a little ahead of themselves and might cost them the round, might cost them the momentum they have, but they're so close to that the finish of this game that they might not even care. Snapshot's pretty low on health, so they're almost at just 3 players here. Snapshot can make the most of his last 10 hits of health there. Meanwhile, Meme City still have the op and EBR. They are still kind of waiting for SYG to kind of make a move here. It's about just over a minute and 10 seconds now remaining on the clock.
Yeah, and the T's are split up 2-2. Well, the CTs, they have 3 towards A, so the bomb over here on A site in apps. Almost looking like he's going to walk into the stack, but the bomb runs back.
Yep. Oh, and that's 2 down, so Tess actually not needing to commit back over towards apartments. EBR, though, is unable to finish both as they push towards on B site. Mr. Snapshot's the only remainder here.
Tess gets his second kill through the smoke.
Yeah.
But
Great
Killer,
eyesight.
he's all alone on A. He's going to get a free plant. That smoke might tip them off, but if they didn't hear it, he's going to get a free plant on the site.
As we say, we take those. Gotta have that free bomb plant every once in a while. Now holding right in the smoke.
He's got his knife out. He might be going for something a little bit bad manners here. Got his pistol out now. Almost walk right by each other, but Meme City managed to pick up the round. Really impressive showing from them, hitting some really nice shots if they needed to, right here on the cusp. Very important round to get. Unfortunately.
Yeah, this is, even with that win, I mean, SYG still has a lot of money to work with here. I think they're kind of, you pointed out the BM and Meme City, they might not be able to really do much about that. I think SYG is at this point potentially playing with their food. We'll see. It might be just on them when they want to end the match is when we'll see the match end.
Yeah, I anti-cursed a couple players earlier in the game. Flozy and Killer both showing up right after I mentioned their names. I'm hoping I can do the same for Tess. He has been really quiet this game, and I'm hoping he can pick it up in these last couple of rounds. Maybe see a comeback from Meme. See if the match gets a bit closer. Really nice shot from Noki, full white, but good timing.
Yeah, and that greatly evens the odds too now. 2v2 situation on both sites. Tess another pick. Beast Nugget joins him. And so that completely eliminates any SYG chances going towards B site. Now it's going to be just Big T and Mr. Snapshot. They still have a 2v2 situation, and Tess and Noki are still hanging on towards B instead of going from behind or rejoining from library. So this might be SYG's opportunity to force this 2v1, get the kill on Noki quick, and then take the 2v2. They're going to get the bomb plant and then take the 2v3 as it in comes.
Yeah, I'm looking again at the utility here, and it's very limited for the CT side. They have not been saving much for these retakes. It's going to be a bit difficult to flush these players out of their hiding holes. Snapshot gets an early pick in the library. Big T gets another one onto lane. And it's just the upper left, and Big T can see him. That's the 15th round for SYG. They're coming into their last round.
Yep. And now here come the negatives, and here come the buys here for SYG. The Killer going back onto that. I'm sorry, actually going to be, yeah, just Killer. Going to be going on to not Big T. I was expecting 2 negatives. And Meme City Esports, I mean, they have very little to work with here. They don't have any rifles, so, and just the utility really that's held by Houston and Noki, so they can't afford to lose those players either going to this next round. As Meme City Noki already seeing the power of that negative coming from Keller and gonna fall to it as well, something a little too far out. 5-4 now, it looks like.
Yeah, if I've learned one thing from my experience though, is to not underestimate the MP9. Really powerful gun in close range battles. Got such a high fire rate. Can absolutely shred armored players.
Ooh, and Houston just going for this Metal Gear Solid push.
UT player on the flank.
There it is. This one on Axel.
SYG walks right into this stack, but they managed to actually even it out.
And I think it's, yes, SYG's bugging out. They're going to go run right over to A site. And Meme City is now getting an inkling of it, but already Big T has more than made their way onto the ice site. So now Meme City has to go for the retake. Gonna have some time to do that and get situated. But it's just Beast Nugget and EBR. They have no utility except the flash going into this, so getting this retake might be difficult.
Yeah, the one advantage that the CTs have going in here is that one of the T players is deep in library. So if they can isolate the fight onto the player in mini pit, there's a strong chance they can win the fight.
Oh.
As I say that though, Snapshot peeks out, picks off both players, and that's the match.
I'm gonna say when
Unfortunate for the
you're
CT side.
pushing up on Snapshot, you're gonna get punished. We saw him dominating apartments, people just come to him, and right there we saw the same taste of that as well. So good play to SYG, and as we were saying earlier, that's a big win for them. That'll push them, I believe it should, unless my math is not checking out correctly, push them into 3rd place in Group 1, which should earn them a seed in the bracket stage.
Yep, they're gonna punch their ticket to playoffs, gonna win this match, and hopefully continue it into the bracket stage.
Well, that has been us for the night here at Golden League. The Pot of Gold $1,000 competition continues on. This was one of the last matches here of Group 1. Congrats to SYG for their win. I've been Rapture here with Twister. Twister, any final words for the stream before we sign off?
Yeah, really quickly, I would just like to once again thank our supporters, all the viewers here, and RTS partners and Cygnus Esports for sponsoring this tournament for us. We could not do it without you and your support.
And absolutely concur with that. Couldn't have said it better than myself. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you guys all next time here for the Pot of Gold $1,000 tournament brought to you by Golden League. Have a good night.